Hi everyone, welcome to Aegina Craft. We start today with a little bit of a field trip. As you can see, now we are at the Aegean Sea at Marathonas Beach on Aegina. We moved here with my wife about 3 years ago, and I'm originally from Hungary, which is a landlocked country, so this was completely new to me. And the first time I stepped foot here, I realized this is the place I want to live the rest of my life. Because I just love Greece, I love Greek people, and I love Aegina more than anything. So for that, I had an idea that I want to immortalize a piece of Aegina in resin. And what better to immortalize than the seabed of the Greek seas? Now, for that, we have to collect some special sand, and that's what we're gonna do this morning. We're gonna explore the shore, explore the coastline, and look for a very specific kind of sand I want to put in resin and make some coasters and other art pieces with it. Because this color and the clarity of this water is just mesmerizing. So join me on this field trip and let's create something new today. So the special sand. So when we explored the beach of Marathonas, we found areas where the waves are very gentle and very soft and pushing out crustacean shells to the shore, slowly but surely. You can see this line here. Sometimes it collects up to little piles, like this. And when I pick up a bunch and I zoom in, let me try. Okay, you can see we have a ton of miniature seashells, snail house, snail case, snail lodgings, and all that fancy stuff. So just take a look. You see? Millions of little seashells and colorful bits and bobs. So what I will do, I will collect a bunch of these, bring it home, dry it out, and put it in resin. So see you at home, I think. And I finally made it home. Sorry. So I will try to do this with one hand. So basically I got the sand here in this plastic bag. I'm gonna spread it out on this piece of paper, right? Ta-da! So I spread it out like so. And now I wait for it to dry a little bit. And because of the wind, the small biological grass particles and debris will just fly out when it dries. So yeah, we give this a few hours. Once the sun gets here, I'm gonna cook it, and then we're gonna put it in silicone forms and pour some resin over it. So we are back. Our sand has dried out, and I prepared some cheap AliExpress silicone molds. It's called the geode silicone mold. Now, the thing with these, if you get the cheap ones like this one, the centers start to curl up after a few uses, like that. And if you don't put enough weight in it, yeah, so you're gonna get a curled up bottom. Now, for that, there is a solution you can use. You can use a double-sided tape on the bottom and tape it to a tile or something flat, or you can use a dot of silicone, or something to stick it to the base surface. I won't bother with that right now because these are just to show you the steps of the process. So let's get going really. For mold release, I use a simple car generic cockpit shine because it has a bunch of silicone in it already, and it's way cheaper than anything else you can get on the market, right? So I live in Greece, as I said in the beginning of the video, and to get mold release here I have to order it from Germany, and Amazon Germany costs about $20 for the can, which is half of this size, and the transportation is another $15, and it takes about 15 to 20 days to get here because I live on an island. So yeah, the whole thing is just a nightmare. So I had to find a substitute, and this is literally $2 a can. So it worked so far. I never actually had anything stick to the mold before because of it. So far I'm successful. If I ever fail or if I ever get something stuck to the mold, I'll let you know. But so far this worked out like a charm. So what I do is I just spray some mold release like so. Make sure it goes into the edges. I let it sit for a second because I want the alcohol or the solvent evaporate a little bit. And then I get a piece of microfiber and just spread it around, just like that. Like so. I just want to make sure that it goes into the corners. This is basically greasing it up. I heard some people use simple silicone spray. I tried that once, and what happened is basically dissolved from, it didn't stick to the mold. It got entrapped in the resin and got to the surface of the resin. The whole thing was a cloudy mess. So I won't recommend that one. This one, however, worked for me so far. And this is not the only brand I use. I used several other cockpit shine brands, and they worked. Now, back to the business where we were at. So, I have my beautiful sandy bits. And what I'm gonna do is mix it up a little to get small bits and big bits, and I'm just gonna pour it in the middle like so. I want to leave some space on the edge, so I don't want to fill it up because I want some parts to be see-through. And I also have to make sure that they don't go past the top. Like the edge. Like so. Okay. The variety and the colors of the sea are always amaze me, and I have kind of a problem on relaxing and turning my mind off and just chilling out and do nothing. And when I'm at the sea, when I'm at the beach, what I tend to do is just walk around the beach or sit in the sand and pay close attention to the sand and observe every little bit, every little seashell and crustacean, and it helps me to defocus from the things that make me nervous and stressed out. So basically, I change up one thing I'm focusing on to another thing, and this is what this gives me, a way to unwind. But that's just me. All right, so this is it. I think I prepared it flat enough. So I'm just gonna cut the video now, mix up some resin, and I'll be back. Yeah, so for the coloring, I'm gonna use a little bit of turquoise. God, I don't know how to say this word. Turquoise in Hungarian, so let's just go for that. You know what I mean. It's the color between blue and green. I think this much will do. Turquoise. That's probably in French. Funny thing with about this color, some people see it green, some people see it blue. So in Hungarian, when you say turquoise, you say the color with it, like turquoise green or turquoise blue. And I found it funny all my life, and whenever I had this color in a conversation with someone said, yeah, I know, turquoise blue. And the other person said, yeah, I know, the turquoise green. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not green. No, it's definitely blue. It's a shade of blue. But some people say it's a shade of green. This is the funniest thing in between. This is one thing I don't think human race will ever agree on, to be honest. Anyway, so I put the color in, mix it in a little, give it a good swirl, make sure I got the resin from the bottom too. And I think, you know what, I'm gonna put a drop of blue, actual blue, in it. 1, 2, 3. It's just for fun. You know, it's an experiment. So basically, you've got the stones and pebbles in it. You got the colors mixed in. Like so. Funky. And now I'm going to carefully pour the resin over the pebbles. I'm gonna do this very slowly, because if you pour it too fast, you know, they get out of position and they float away. If you do it slow enough, the resin can go inside the shells and let the air come out from the seashells and the snail shells. So just like that. I made way too little. I think I have to mix up another entire batch of this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, it's probably gonna be like a half a liter of resin going into this. Anyhow. Pause the video again, start mixing. That's the boring part. So for the second batch, I did not put any coloring in it, because I thought there is some in it already and it will mix in with the other one. So I carry on pouring. Slowly but surely. And I pour a little bit more than the edge of the tray because surface tension will keep it together. Okay, and I think we are done. And I think we are level. So get the blowtorch. Get the bubbles. I'm gonna put this aside and wait for it to dry. Once it's dry, we're gonna pop it. Probably tomorrow. Yeah. Well, good morning everyone. This is the next day and our coasters are nice and ready. I got my coffee. Life is good. Now then, it is time to pop the molds. As you can see, they look amazing. So basically, you just flop them out like this. And there you go. They look awesome and they're rigid as heck. So, there's one coaster. Just gently peel away the corners, like so. And it will pop out. As simple as that. Now, if you get it attached like this, you can see you will break the mold. So it happened because the resin overflowed. So very gently I just turned it out and I will wobble the silicone mold a little and this will peel off simply just like that. Oh. Yeah, so just like that. Okay. You can also use a little bit of alcohol spray. They will also go underneath the resin. And there you go, your mold is going to be reusable. Let's put the third one. There you go. Would you look at that? And the last one. And this is the seabed of the Greek seas. Lovely. Alright, so that's it really for this project. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you got something out of this video and I hope you had a great time. Thank you. Bye.